Say you lose your legs in a forklift accident. One of two things will happen. By the way, I'm going to cover three concepts: phantom limbs, tensegrity, and something else. So, say you lose your limb, you might get a phantom limb. If a forklift cuts your legs off, you're going to say either, I can't feel my legs later, or you're going to say, I can feel my legs. And that's a phantom limb. If you can feel your legs when they're no longer there, that's a phantom limb. It's a very famous phenomenon that's, I don't know if anybody says that it's understood. It's just a fun, it's a fun, it's just fun. Phantom limbs, that's cool, right? Tensegrity. Tensegrity is when you look at some people make a piece of furniture, a chair or a table, a picnic table, that looks like it should be falling down because it's not held up by its own legs, where it's actually held up by gravity because it's got like fishing lines hanging down. One part's hanging down from another, so it makes a network that has enough connections and enough connections where it matters, where the gravity can hold parts, so that it maintains its integrity through tensile strength. Hence the shortened word tensegrity. All right, that's phantom limb, that's tensegrity. Next, the cortical homunculus. I just love technical terms and I love sharing them with you. The cortical homunculus is an idea that there is a smaller person in your brain that's like you. It's kind of like the actual physical neural model of your body, your sensory landscape, and your body in general in your brain. It's a little you in your brain. And I don't know if it has any explanatory power. Usually I hear people bring it up in terms of saying this isn't how it is. And in terms of saying there is no Cartesian theater and there is no cortical homunculus. These are both kind of, these are conceptual and a concept of a physical interior neural model of your world and your bodily self, respectively. So here we got three things. I know this is hard, but stick with me. We got tensegrity. We got, what was the first one? Phantom limb. We got phantom limb, we got tensegrity, and we got the cortical, and we got homunculus. Let's say not cortical, just homunculus, which there probably is no such thing. Except there kind of has to be, inevitably, but not in the way people talk about it. Okay, so we got three concepts. We got the phantom limb, we got tensegrity, and we've got the homunculus. I'm wondering if there might be a homunculus. Wait, let's throw in a fourth thing. A fourth thing is the inner child. Used to be trendy, still existent in psychotherapeutic methods, the concept of the inner child. So, so here's my suggestion. Maybe there is a real inner child. Imagine your childhood body like superimposed on your adult-sized body, that smaller network of nerves and neurons and other bits. Here's a fifth idea, the ship of Theseus. Everybody knows Theseus's ship. It was ongoing, reconstructed, and the question is this the same entity still in existence, or is it different? I'm gonna say that it's the same, because there's continuity and there's connections that maintain that continuity over time. So there's absolutely still an influence, a phantom influence of the original ship. Maybe imagine that the later ship is somewhat bigger. Yeah, it is the same ship, because that original structure is still there in phantom because of the network of connections and tensions that it created. So it's still there in the network of connections and tensions. It's still there. Okay, so we got 5 concepts. Where are we going? I think there might in fact be a homunculus, because the ship of Theseus is also like the body of you as an adult. The old ship was the child, new ship is the adult, and the network of connections and tensions that the original model, the child, you, that network is still there in effect, in phantom, because everything has continuity, everything comes from that, and so the characteristics of that will be brought forward through time. Look at that, I just made my nose red by scratching it. Wow, that was immediate. So the phantom in phantom limb syndrome is a networking effect, a byproduct of the redundancies that arise when networks are laid down. The phantom effect is an effect of redundancies over longer distance, over alternate pathways along a network that can maintain the behavior or the effect or the felt existence of an element that can be severed and removed. And I think this phantom effect is going to be possible regardless of medium. So not just in nervous and neural networks, but in any kind of network that's sufficiently complex. So we can expect phantoms on a bigger scale than just a lost limb. This is my argument that I'm finally getting to, is that we might see them on a scale of a whole person. The child homunculus, the old you, the phantom body of Theseus the child. When you were a kid, that network was there and you grew out and around it, but the effects of that network remain. And what's tensegrity have to do with it? That's, I guess what I'm arguing is that phantom limb syndrome and tensegrity are both manifestations of the same structural network behaviors, or the same networking structure that comes up inevitably in any sufficiently complex network. Is that all my reference points? Homunculus, phantom, tensegrity. I don't even remember the other ones now. Was that summarized well enough? Let's go again. Okay, there may in fact be an actual inner child in you, like a phantom limb, but an entire phantom you, your body, in its networked aspect, remaining within the adult you that's grown up and changed your cells like the ship of Theseus. That phantom may make up an inner child, networked homunculus, which is why your inner child, when you allow it, sometimes still feels shockingly real. This is Jedi Frey. I hope this made sense. I really hope this made sense, because I'm going to actually try to upload this. I hope somebody has the attention span and enjoys a challenge, because this is I have no idea how to write this up. If somebody wants to help me write this up, please reach out. I love you. I value you. You are a unique holiness. Keep doing what makes you different.